The economic freedom fighters have been caught supplying groceries to the potential voters. And this got me thinking that this is a common trend amongst these political parties, especially when we are nearing elections in South Africa. That is why I thought that South Africa will never get rid of poverty, because if people can afford every single thing in the country, they will never listen to any political party that will come and buy them groceries. And this is a very sad situation in a country where it is difficult to earn a certain amount in order for you to be comfortable in your own household. In South Africa, the average monthly household grocery spend for a moderate cost healthy food basket is approximately 5,277.30 rand, according to the Bureau for Food and Agriculture Policy. However, this varies significantly by income level, with the low income earners spending the largest portion of their salaries, up to 50%. On groceries, compared to middle class income around 34% and high income households around 11%. Dumela Kazi, welcome back to the cafe. If you're new here, welcome, and if you are returning, thank you so much for gracing us with your presence. If you are new, make sure you don't leave without subscribing. Like this video, it helps a lot, and also please do comment down below with your own thoughts. Without wasting any more time, let's get into this video. So this video might have started with the EFF supplying groceries to residents just to make sure that they have potential voters when we go to those polls to vote them in or out, or whatever the case may be. It is a common trend that is happening in South Africa that these political parties will try to gaslight us as South Africans by buying us groceries, especially the people who cannot afford to buy these groceries or who feel like it is difficult for them to have groceries to be comfortable for the rest of the month. It is so difficult in South Africa, especially that you are a low income earner in South Africa. You find it very difficult for you to actually buy groceries, have money for transport, because in most cases you work far from home, and the kids needs their school fees, the kid needs their clothes and school clothes and so forth. So the easiest thing that the politicians do is to buy people by using groceries, which is one of the essential things that you can have in a country whereby the government doesn't supply, and which is, I'm not saying that the government should supply groceries for people who are lower earners or people who are very poor in the country. The reason why the country is struggling, it is because of the same leaders that we have in the country. Do you think that this trend of giving people groceries only during the time where they are canvassing for votes, or do you think it is supposed to be something that is happening each and every month or each and every year? Or do you think that these political parties are letting us down in order for them to make sure that they have something to show when it is about time for them to canvass? Because if we are all equal and if we are all comfortable and we've got enough money for us to afford our own living situation, then that means there's nothing else they can say, because no one will believe them if they bring groceries to someone who can actually afford groceries. And unfortunately, I'm gonna share a video where it was taken, I think, by the members of Operation Dudula. This video shows where EFF brought hefty amount of people with a quantum, which I believe that a quantum is the capacity of quantum is like 15 people. So those 15 people were out there delivering food parcels for their community. And I will come back with the rest of my commentary.
Ke batho e titlisitse batho mo
batho ba EFF
e titlisitse batho ba EFF e titlile le batho, and it's a campaign.
It's a campaign about the Fadi Groza.
It's a campaign if about the grocery. So I re tsebe gore ke strategy sa teng ka po etsalang.
ke mo ipolokeng
Re mo ipolokeng mo ke ya quantum e tlisitse batho ba fa batho di grocery ba reka di votes. Go etsala ntho tse ngata bathong, go etsala ntho tse ngata, corruption e ngata ko di voting station. Re mo ipolokeng mo tiplufo mo ipolokeng
ke EFF o khona around the corner itlisitse batho ba ba tlisitse ka quantum
ke quantum teng ebile ke tse di cruiser ba di tshwere ba tshwere di cruiser batho la di bona kitse nna ke batla.
Gauteng children are dying of malnutrition, and the provincial government is doing little to alleviate their hunger. About 38 children are under the age of 5 died in the first 3 months of this year. This were the headlines of the NCA article or a video that was shared today as I'm doing this video. You see, hunger is a problematic thing in South Africa. This is only in Gauteng. And we have political parties that are using people for them to be voted in. They are using these people for them to be voted in. And after these people voted them in, nothing else is progressing. And unfortunately, I cannot direct this to the EFF because the EFF has never been in government. I'm directing this now to the DA and the ANC and many other parties that are in the GNU, because now we've got the GNU. We cannot point fingers only on the ANC, as we know that, as far as I'm concerned, but we know that the ANC is still calling shots, but obviously they are in for it all now. They are GNU. So parties like the EFF, they play with people's minds. This is like hypnosis. This is like using people's struggles to your own advantage. That's why they are using these food parcels. They are using the food parcels in order for the people to vote for them. It is their own advantage. It's not people's advantages. You cannot play with someone's pain and then after that you don't do anything. The EFF, if the EFF wanted to do that all around here without them looking for or trying to fish for votes, they would have done it. They can fill up stadiums. The people are paying. They are paying for their membership to the EFF. So the EFF does have money. Imagine 100 people, or imagine 1 million people, which is their voters, 1 million people coughing out 10 rands each and every month. Imagine how much they would make and take that money and do something with that money. I know that I've seen in a couple of posts whereby the EFF is building houses for people and all of those things. Yes, we understand that is a good thing that they are doing, but it must not stop there. They must do it as a normal thing. But at the moment, because they are canvassing for elections and by-elections, it's kind of playing in a different manner. It feels like they are using pain, they are using poverty in their own advantage, and they are enjoying this whole poverty, glamorizing poverty and glamorizing giving people food parcels in order for them to gain something out of that. It's sad. It has been happening for a long time. We all know that it is a tactic that the ANC is using. It has been it has been used by the ANC for the longest time, whereby the ANC will go to these houses and canvass and give them T-shirts and give them like cooking oil and samp and whatsoever, or a box of KFC, or invite them to the stadiums to just give them a box of KFC. It's a very sad situation that we are in, that situation whereby we are using someone else's pain. And these people that are used are black people, because you will never see EFF or ANC or any other political party going to a white area and giving them groceries, or saying that I'm gonna give you a free water for 1 month, please do vote for me. They are using something that they know that it's not a choice. You won't make a choice. If you are hungry, you won't make a choice and say, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to take your food. It's not a choice. It's something that you know that when someone knocks in and say, I'm going to give you these kind of things, please do vote for me, you will do it. You will take the food. Hopefully the people are not like that. People would have to check which political party is worthy of their votes. So hopefully they're not doing that. They can take the grocery. I would take the groceries if I was those people. I would take the groceries, and after that then go and vote for whoever I want to vote for. You're not going to buy me using groceries just to make you something else that you already are, because these people, like for example Julius Malema, is getting paid a lot of money to be in that parliament. He also has bodyguards and all of those things, and the regular people that are getting these groceries don't have all that. As I read this actual fact that is coming from Gauteng, that 38 children have died from malnutrition in the first 3 months. If you count from then to now, probably we've lost a lot of children only in Gauteng. And I can tell you that probably there's more children that died in the Eastern Cape due to malnutrition. It's just that it's not recorded as much as it is recorded in urban areas, because the Eastern Cape doesn't work. Like, there's nothing working there in most cases. But it is sad to see that there is no way that South Africa will eradicate poverty, especially if they know that it is their weapon to use in order for them to gain votes. So they're weaponizing this whole thing. That's what they are doing. Unfortunately, I had to do it with the EFF because that is the video that I came across it, and I was thinking about it, that I don't think poverty will go away in South Africa as long as poverty works wonders for votes. If the voters are very poor, they won't make any noise. The voters will take their groceries and just move on with their lives, and they will go and vote. And that's all. And our politicians have actually made sure that they leverage, they use that power as people are poor. So they will make sure that they're milking it as far as possible. As much as possible, they will milk it. So unfortunately, that will happen. And unfortunately, in conclusion, I would say that poverty in South Africa is not going anywhere anytime soon. As long as we've got the leaders that we have right now, poverty is not going anywhere. So we have to face the facts that poverty is not going to go anywhere. As long as us as South Africans are not doing anything. Just to make you aware that Madagascar's people have risen. Madagascar's people are fighting back to make sure that they are getting what they deserve as a country. I mean, Madagascar is a very small country, and I can tell you right now, the biggest amount that adds on their GDP comes from tourism. And but the people of the country are suffering. The people have like shortage of water, electricity that is not there, that is not really there, and corruption, the same nonsense that we have in South Africa. So one day we have to think about rising as South Africans, take it to the streets, and make sure that our our problems are heard, make sure that we remove what is here. I would think that if the ANC wins another term right now, if people are not doing anything, if we are not doing anything about it, we are in for a very bad journey in this country. Anyway, thank you so much for watching till this far. Please do me a favor, subscribe. Make sure you like this video and also comment down below with your own thoughts. I'll see you on my next upload. Have a fantastic one. Peace.